Okay, we should be live. Hey guys, I figured out how to actually export my save game from BattleStation Harbinger from my Galaxy Note, which is a game that I played extensively on a recent vacation. Got me through about a couple 3-hour-long flights. Really worthwhile for a mobile game. I think it's only $4, or at least it was when I bought it. It's not free to play, but that's actually it's almost a good thing. There's no premium currency. It's just a game that a publisher made, and you play it. So let's get into it. So yeah, there's some training missions to start out. I'm gonna skip those. Maybe I'll go back through them later, but. Let's just go straight into the easy. I've not even tried the other ones because it's kind of a roguelike. It's really hard. I've unlocked a couple of the ships, and this is part of the reason I wanted to port the save game. Just because I'm trying to unlock more of these. But there's a lot of these. Basically, you just kind of accrue XP as you work through the campaign. And then you'll get additional ships with additional capabilities. So far this is the best one I've got, which has 2 hangar bays and a fair amount of weapons, so we're going to try to take another run with this. So you start out, you've only got 1 ship. You get kind of the same little intro every time. And then you'll get a mission assigned to you, usually a couple missions, maybe an escort mission. And then every time you clear a sector, you'll pull in all the scrap and stuff, and this allows you to build up your ship. So I can go over here to this little fitting screen. What I'll do is I'm going to start fitting this out. The bolter drones so far are my favorite. So I'm going to do 2 of those with what I got, and I need to get a weapon on here. Usually the energy cannon is, actually I want to do it in the front mount. The energy cannon is really good starting out. Then these are kind of like your, I guess what you call your point defense. But yeah, you got to kind of ration your resources. Then what you want to do is you want to upgrade these modules. So I'm going to upgrade this one because that'll give me an extra ship. So you'll see. Excuse me. There we go. I'm starting to spawn fighters. So yeah, these will reproduce. Not all the ships have hangar bays. Most of them only have 1 if they do. But it's kind of a strategy you can use. This is the battle station. You go back to any battle station, and you have an option to repair for free. I'm not damaged, so I don't have an option for it. But I'm supposed to escort this guy, so we'll go to the map. And okay, I think I'm here, and they want me to take him there, which is a really short escort mission. The other thing you can do, this is kind of the sector map for the area you're about to jump into. So you can actually choose where you want to jump into. Not really relevant right now. It will be though once we start dealing with some enemy dense sectors. So just click the little arrow, we'll jump. Okay, and I got another mission. And I need to destroy a pirate ship. But I completed the one and I escorted the first guy. But I picked up a whole other escort. I got some more scrap. So let's build out some point defense. In my opinion, the lasers are the best for shooting down missiles. You got to level them up a little bit. At first what we'll do is we'll just allow the fighters to stay close, and they'll blow up most of the missiles. I'm going to level up this other hangar bay, and that'll give me more ships. This is just one of the strategies you can use. I just kind of like to have a big cloud of fighters. It's a nice kind of cannon fodder strategy. So let's see what else we got here. There's a mission. Okay, so this is the sector exit, but over here is my other mission. But I need to go through here. So I'm actually going to come in here, and I'm going to let my fighters do most of the work. Okay. I'm not really even going to do anything here. I'm just going to... Yeah, they're close enough. The fighters are just going to auto-engage. Sorry about that, just had to check something. Okay. The other thing you want to look around for, sometimes there's extra scrap, usually be glowing. Doesn't look like there's anything here. Alright, so let's move on to this next sector. They're right on top of the battle station. I'm just going to jump right on top of the battle station. Should be able to help us out. You kind of want to map out where these battle stations are as you start working through a new area. I guess like I don't know if it's a new system or galaxy or whatever organizational unit. Yeah, and then there's these repair beams. You'll learn. I'm not damaged. No, I'm just gonna try to show you. When I first started playing the game, I thought I actually had to come in close to these battle stations every time I needed to get repaired and wait there for the repair laser. There's actually an option when you're damaged, just click on your ship and it just repairs as long as you're in the zone of a battle station. Let's clear these guys out. Okay. 21. Alright. So now, there we go. Get one more fighter. A lot of battle stations. They're usually not clustered this closely. So let's head here. It's got a nice little autopilot. It'll just jump from sector to sector until I get attacked. But I'm jumping in blind because I'm too far from that system. So I don't know what I'm jumping into. To move in a little bit closer. Nice thing you can do, you can actually just kind of sick my fighters on him. But I have to be careful though. The trick that I have found that works is angle in towards the missiles. He'll start shooting at the fighters now though, they're close enough. But yeah, they're just going to work down his shield. And, okay, there we go. Completed another mission. This is what I was talking about by those hidden drops. So this looks like it's a module or maybe a beacon. If I click on it, it'll pop out. And then what I can do here, so whenever stuff gets dropped, what you'll do is you'll actually go over to this equipment screen, and then you see these two things right here. So this is your cargo bay, and this is what's in space. So this is actually an ion cannon, and I was actually kind of anticipating this. Usually something drops after a couple sectors, and what this is actually me saving a little bit of money. I could have actually built another cannon, but I'm just going to take this. I'll probably recycle it eventually, but it's not bad. Stats are 10 and 60 for the one I built, 19 and 54, so the shield damage isn't as good, but the hull damage is better on this one. That has a little bit longer range. But usually what you'll do is you'll want to mix it up. You'll want to have one that drains shields and one that drains hull. So usually I build like a projectile cannon. But this will work for now, at least until it doesn't work. So now what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to start building out. What I like to do is I like to throw a shield booster on these back ones. And I just keep my facings really careful. So this will boost my shield quite a bit. And then usually bolters or just more lasers. Nope, not quite enough scrap. But I have more we can upgrade. So that's 20, it's 14, upgrade that. Get one more fighter. Oh, and I'm damaged. So actually we can cheat a little bit. We'll jump back to the battle station. And all I gotta do is repair ship and station. Alright, let's head back here. So there's some guys here. They won't be there when I get there. You can tell they're actually en route to that next sector. The other thing I can do, if I had any beacons, I can signal a distress beacon, and it might make them change course towards me, and I can wait a turn and try to intercept them. That's what this little hourglass is. But I'll go here, and it should be empty. Yep, it's empty. But they're all over here. Let's get some salvage. Ooh, I'm closer than I'd like to be. I'm going to angle my lasers. There we go. And then there's another ship. I'll sick the fighters. I'm going to try to come this direction. He doesn't have a rocket cannon or anything that could really get through my shield, so I'm fine. I just have to wait for them to kind of grind him down. There's a lot of fighters, though. They're through his shield. He'll go down in a minute. Boom. You just gotta wait for these fighters to be cleared out. Yeah, I really like this game. I've played more hours than I can count on. I know the developer's still adding a lot to it, and I'm really looking forward to it. Alright, there's more ships here, so let's go there. We don't have to necessarily kill every ship because they just seem to kind of infinitely spawn, but it is a good way to grind out scrap. But eventually what I'll be able to do is I'll be able to actually start buying additional ships. Yep, that's not so bad. Just wait for all the scrap to collect, get a few upgrades. I'm gonna max out one of these hangar bays. Build another laser. Yep. What do I want to do? Yeah, let's do laser. There's also Gatlings. The Gatlings aren't accurate, but they have the best range. And the bolters do the most damage, but they have the shortest range. So it's kind of a trade-off. What I might do, though, is eventually you get to a point where you start getting a little stymied on hull damage. You just start facing 3 or 4 big ships at a time. So let me see. 19, if I upgrade his hull damage. 29. Yeah, let's do that. So now my goal will be most to start working towards actually getting a second ship and get up to 3 in my little fleet. Alright. It's a really weird noise that cannon I picked up makes. It sounds like a bubble. Try to broadside him. No, he's not going to last that long. Okay, we got all the stuff. Let's clear these guys out. And another pirate ship kill mission. Alright, there's some guys. There's just a fair amount of pirate fighters. Now, you can't target fighters directly. You just kind of have to get close enough, and then your fighters will automatically engage.
Okay, I'm here to save you, bud. I'm here to save you, bud.
Okay. Actually, I just want to check something. No, nothing dropped. Okay, let's go here. I think I'm dropping right on top of somebody. Oh, yeah. That's okay, he doesn't have a lot of shield. Yeah. Fighters are going to eat him for breakfast. Yeah, there's also laser fighters. I think there's a bolter fighter. These are just drones. I'm not sure what the trade-off is. I think they have an ability. I seem to like these better, though. They seem to be a little more nimble. Ooh, here we go. Celestial Shield Re-Energizer. We'll hold on to it. I don't really need it right now. I've seen that by just throwing in the shield boost, usually you've got enough, and then each round it kind of regenerates.
No.
I know this looks easy, but it will get to a point where it gets really hard. I have never completed the campaign all the way. Not even on easy. And that's why I'm playing easy, in case anyone's wondering. So I think I'm going to trade one of my weapons. Yeah, this one is 29. This one does 10 hull damage. So we're going to sell that. Get a little bit of money back. We're going to build something else. I'm a big fan of the laser cannon and amping up the hull damage. The nuke cannon's good, but I don't really need that right now. Let's just go with the projectile cannon. Yeah, we'll just amp our hull damage a little bit. What this will do is we'll make a pretty nasty combo on cap ships. And what we want to start doing actually pretty soon is upgrading the blades, just at least the front ones. I've found it works pretty well if I can face them towards a ship. Then I can shoot down the missiles if they're coming at me. The missiles go straight through your shield. So those are a lot of, if you amp up your shield a lot, that's usually one thing you really have to worry about. But they can still be pretty brutal. Okay. I'm gonna shoot those down. Yeah, he's got missiles. Yeah, so I'm going to angle a little bit.
Everybody,
No,
everybody.
that's not really doing crap.
Okay.
Let me angle my broadsides at him.
Okay.
Let me go get him.
Do you want to keep it faster? Look on.
Oh, he's gonna go down soon.
Over there?
Yeah, but that projectile cannon has a lot better range. You can hit
Yeah.
targets halfway across the map. Alright, gonna move in down here. I want about 4,000 scrap before I get another ship. Actually, I should get enough upgrades here that I can upgrade at least some of the lasers. Okay, go get him.
Sorry.
Give me all the stuff. There we go.
Yeah. That.
Yeah, let's upgrade these. The missiles have a certain amount of hull. They don't really tell you that, but they tell you in the forums. That'll make it a little bit easier to shoot them down. I want to get those maxed out, but I think they only have 2 upgrades anyways. Let's head here. Also, just so you know, this is not the ship you start out with. You only start out with 1 ship unlocked. I've just grinded that much that I've unlocked some of the other ships, but I mean, there's still a lot to unlock. Okay. Alright. I thought I saw something. Nope. Alright, I'll be right back. I was on mute for the last couple minutes. Okay, we just cleared out a sector. I almost died. Here's a distress beacon. You can actually use this to attract people. See if I can find an opportunity to do so. Yeah, I used a little bit of scrap to repair. It was going to be bad. I don't want to use it here because they will just murder me. Yeah, that's how it kind of gets. It gets real really quick. So we're going to jump into the far side of this sector and then turn around and go get him. And the hope would be, I only see Gatling guns and one of the pulse weapons. So it looks like a flat cannon though. But I can probably just overwhelm them with numbers with the fighters. Yep, that worked pretty well. Should be able to get another ship soon. Let me see how close we are pretty in a minute here. Nothing there. I don't want to be right on top of those guys because I don't know what they are. No, that worked. Oh, I need to smoke that guy though. Okay. Yeah, so there's some guys coming. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to wait a turn. Yep, and they'll come here. And here they come, the bad guys. Go get them. Yeah, the nice thing is they will end up deflecting some of the missiles sometimes with their ship, but that works. Go get him as well. You can also do stuff like where once you actually have a little bit more of a fleet, you might actually start kind of focusing different weapon groups on people. It's not too specific, but you can say all missiles, all energy weapons, all projectile weapons. And there's a drop. Okay, and that's a bolter. What I'll do is I'll hold on to that. Because I'm going to buy another ship. Actually, I think I have enough to buy another ship. Let's see. 4021. Yep, I do. I'm a fan of these light assault carriers. They have a hangar bay and they've got 2 heavy weapon slots. So I'm going to buy one of those. Now these ones are set up in a way where we can actually complement each other a little bit. Because I don't have as many weapons on one side of my ship, and then he has the same scenario. These blue things with the lights, those are the hangar bays. So he has a hangar bay on this side, he has a weapon on this side, and he has a forward-facing weapon too. But yeah, he doesn't have a lot for point defense. So what we'll do is we'll kind of guard ourselves here. Let's do that. There we go. And then this is where saving that stuff comes in handy. So we'll throw that back in space, and we'll jump over to that ship. Now I probably won't keep this, but it'll be okay for now. And I'm going to have him buy a projectile cannon, because that will help us out a little bit. And then I need to get his fighter bay going, but I don't have quite enough money. I should say. Alright, let's go here. Looks like just a bunch of fighters. Okay. I don't like this. Shoot down the ships. This is a lot of ships. Alright, we're gonna go this way. Try to angle ourselves a little bit. Maybe he's healing his own shields. Hey. We're still okay. I'll just get him. Face my guns. There we go. Still one down here. Let's send the fighters to go get him. The good news is I earned enough scrap here to buy the fighter bay for the other ship. For the other ship. Unless there's one over here, probably SOL. So I'll probably have to use some scrap to repair. But I got a lot of scrap, so let's get him his fighter bay. I do the same thing, use more bolter drones, just really like these. Let's upgrade those a couple times. Alright, I'll use a few guys. And then we'll probably replace this eventually. There's a nuke cannon, it's kind of expensive, but it fires exactly, it does exactly what it sounds like. And we'll get him a laser. And everybody has lasers. The lasers, yeah, aren't the best for hull, but if you upgrade their hull, they have the best accuracy of all the weapons. So if you can get their hull upgraded, where they do enough hull damage, it's actually a worthwhile point of defense in my opinion. See? You shut down the missiles. Drops. We might clear this sector. Usually there's a battle station right on the other side. Oh dear. Alright, let's get the fighter in there. I don't really wanna... okay, oh no, I got hit with a missile. Alright, we gotta watch our health. There's a couple missiles coming. Alright, those all got shot down. Get him. Get him. Everything. Focus. Focus forward, intensive firepower. Focus forward, intensify forward firepower. Intensify forward firepower. Okay. Yeah, we might have to pay for some repairs. I'm getting, yeah, my flagship's getting really low on hull. Yeah, let's do it. No, that was not too bad. Yeah, we still got some money. Let's see if there's anyone missing. I don't know about this. Oh, this, he might be okay. There's a drop though. Okay. We'll hold on to it in case we buy a third ship. And then if we get in a jam, we can salvage it. Yeah. Alright, we're starting to get closer to the end of this system, I guess. Quadrant? I'm not sure. basically there's a different race on each map, if you want to call it that. So the drops change and the ships change that you're fighting. But I'm gonna stop after we get through this first map. I'm gonna make some dinner. Okay. I'm gonna sit here for a minute. Let these guys work on the fighters. Oh, I forgot to upgrade the fighter van, the other guy. Okay, now I need to take him down because he's just making me fighters now. So I'm just kind of sitting here. Get him. There we go. Max that out. There we go. So we have a cloud of little ships. Let's just make a run for it. Usually there's like a factory, like an enemy factory, like one of their stations in the last sector. Okay, here we go. Got some bad guys. Go get them. Took him down. No, he's not dead yet. Reposition a little bit. Actually, no, not this way for the broadsides. Alright, he got his shields all the way back up somehow with like a sliver of health. This is going to get interesting. Oh, he's dead. And, ooh, there we go. This is what I was waiting for. Wanderer missile turret, 2190 range. That's good. And then what I always like to do here is I want to get the burst upgrade as soon as I can, so then eventually you have like 3 or 4 missiles that it fires when it fires. Yep, there's a station there. We'll clear these guys out though, get the scrap. Yeah, we're doing decent damage against this hull. Let's get these last couple fighter craft. Boom. And just in case there's something really nasty that we're going to repair. Oh! Looks like your fleet's leaving. No, that's too bad. Okay. Yeah, these ships are kind of nasty. So let's just send everything in. And let's get him. Or is he the base? I don't know if he's the base or... I think there's a base here. Maybe he is the base because he has 2 hangar bays. Or he's considered like a flagship or something. Huh. Alright, now I'm going to snipe these guys because I can't target them. Just wait for them to... Okay, cool. And more drops. Ooh, the flat cannons are good. What's the range on that? 495. Yeah, 27 hull damage, 70 hull damage. Recharge times 2, 2.6. Yeah, that was not that great. We'll hold on to it there. It's better than nothing once we can finally afford a third ship. Speaking of which, can we? A couple options. Which is one of these? 4,500. There, we're going to save a little for that one. And now we can travel on the next map. You made it. You're full of surprises. I know. Patrol guards have become hostile recently. Taking over this area that previously belonged to us. The aggressivity of patrol guards is surprising. We do not know why this is happening. Wanderers must have tried to use this fact to their advantage. This is why they attacked those opportunists. Commander, I need you to find the troll guard leader and try to reason with him. Good luck, Commander. Reason with him? Just perforate his spaceship? If that's what you want. Wanderer, projectile cannon, 1036, 19. Ooh, this has much better range. I also think it's not going to make that funny noise. No, that's not my main deciding factor. Okay, but what we do need... Oh wait, hold on. That might have been a poor decision. Shield damage 54, hull damage 29. Hull damage 19. Oh, because this is a projectile weapon. This is better than animal. 70 and 5. Ain't not even close. But this is upgraded a lot. So what's an upgrade give me on that? 39. The base is 19. Okay, so an upgrade buys me 20. So I'm assuming I can stack 40 on this. Which would give me 59, but still not 70. Yeah, we're gonna put that in storage and throw it in space. And throw it out there. And we'll throw it here. Sorry. Something in my eye. Okay. A lot of scrap. I think I have enough to... No, I want that big ship. So yep, I got a whole new map to explore. And yeah, we're trying to get here, and then there's probably a base here that we need to destroy. So kind of the same thing. Yeah, keep in mind it's a mobile game. I'm playing this on the Android emulator. I think I'm going to take a little break, but I might record some more later. Anyways, later.